Hello everyone, my name's Carrie. I'm a librarian with the Elyria Library, and today I am going to show you how to make pom-pom polar bears. So for this project, you are obviously going to start with some yarn. You're going to need your good scissors, get sharp scissors. You'll need a good tacky glue. You're going to need something to make his ears and his face with, so we had cardstock, so I used cardstock, but you could also use felt. And you're also going to need a pom-pom maker. Now if you're a knitter or a crocheter, you probably already have one. If you're not, don't worry about it. You don't need to go to the craft store to buy anything. You just need a piece of cardboard like this, and you want to make sure it's sturdy cardboard, so like a shipping box, not a cereal box or the back of a notebook, something that isn't going to crumble under pressure. So you're going to want prongs, because this is what we're going to be wrapping our yarn around. You're going to want to cut out some prongs for your cardboard. We're going to take our yarn. You want to leave a little bit of a tail, because that's what when we cinch it, that's what we're going to tie it off to. And then you're going to wrap around your prongs, and it's going to feel like you're wrapping forever. And the more you wrap, the fluffier your pom-pom is going to be, and then the fluffier your polar bear is going to be. So if you're using the cardboard, try not to let it crush down. It is going to crush down a little bit because of tension, but just do the best you can with what you have. So that should probably be thick enough. So we're going to cut enough so we can cinch it around and tie it off. And then it's going to be like you're putting a belt on over it. So this is why you want prongs. So we're going to go through and over. Over, and you want it to be tight so your pom-pom doesn't fall apart. This may take you a few tries to get right. It took me a few tries, so don't give up. And then with your tail, we're going to wrap it around a little bit here to secure it. And then we're just going to knot it in place. Alright, so this is why you want the good scissors, because we have to cut through all this yarn and all this yarn. Alright, so cut that side. We're going to cut off the other side. Don't cut this. You will be very sorry if you do. All right. Now we're going to fluff it out a bit. And it does admittedly look like a koosh ball. Alright. So once you have all your ends fluffed out, now we basically have to give our polar bear a haircut to make him look like a polar bear. You want to keep fluffing it out as you're cutting so you don't end up with a lopsided polar bear. Okay. It's still a little straggly. All right. Okay, so we're going to want our polar bear to have a face. So we're going to start with eyeballs. So like I said, we just used cardstock. You can use felt. The cardstock, we just used the hole puncher because I'm terrible at cutting circles, and it made a nice sized eyeball. So we're going to see where we want to put those. This will be a good spot. So we got to cut them some little eye sockets. You just want to cut like 1 or 2 pieces. You don't want to make anything really deep or obvious, just enough to settle his eye in. It's probably hard to see, but that was just 1 or 2 pieces of yarn that I cut, just enough to make a little dent. I have some glue on our cardstock. Okay. He's got 1 eye, and then we're going to do the same thing for here. All right, he's got some eyes, so we're going to trim around here a little bit so he looks more like a bear and less like a poodle. Also just trim a little bit here to give his snout a little bit of definition. I'm just going to cut a nose out of the cardstock. Okay, shape his snout a little bit more. So he's got his snout. Now he needs some ears. Again, felt or cardstock. We have cardstock. Just fold that in half. And then, okay, so we're going to line his ears a little bit. And then we're going to glue his ears on. All right. And that's it. We've got a pom-pom polar bear. So if you want, you can keep cutting around, evening up his fur. Or if you like the poodle look, I guess you can keep the poodle look. And then you can just have some polar bear friends to hang out at your desk. So if you're interested in making a pom-pom polar bear and you don't have yarn hanging around the house, you're more than welcome to stop by the Central branch from January 21st to February 3rd. We will have kits available with the yarn in the cardstock. You'll still have to supply your own glue and your own scissors and your own pom-pom maker. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to check out the other videos on the Elyria Library channel. Have a good day.